hello everyone. Welcome to our free online lessons and hope you can see my screen and hear me. Okay, for today's topic will be the what's new features in Civil 3D 2024. So before we started, as usual, I want to introduce myself. My name is Anu Umira. I am the application engineer at ArcGIS System. Okay, so there are actually many new features for Civil 3D 2024 being added. Okay, so here I just pick the few of new features that I think I need to point out today. So the first one will be the Subassembly deployment and the management. The second one will be the Project Explorer enhancement, and the third one will be the corridor transitions. Okay, so these three I will point out today. I will show you what is a new feature for these three features in Civil 3D 2034, and then I will let you know what is different between the older one. Okay, the first one is the Subassembly deployment and management. So what's meant by that? So for Civil 3D 2024, if you are editing your subassembly in your composer, in Autodesk Subassembly Composer, you editing it, you change the version, you change the parameter, you can just update it automatically inside your project. So you didn't have to like upload it again, save it again, and then re-upload it. You just have to refresh and update in your project. So this method will become more easier and more efficient, and it's useful for a content creator to deploy the subassemblies for a project team, and also for a corridor designer to consume new and updated subassembly. As I said before, we just can simply update our project. Let me show you an example. So I'll bring you to our Civil 3D. So this is my Civil 3D. And then I'm just going to open the sample project from Civil 3D, Assembly 1A. Okay, let's say I have this assembly here. Okay, I want to add assembly, create assembly. And maybe this one will be Road 2024. And just click on OK and place it here. And then I want to add my subassembly. Go to the two palettes here. And I want to add maybe just a basic lane for the first one. Left, okay, so this one. And this is the subassembly that already been loaded inside your Civil 3D together if you install, when you install Civil 3D. So what if you have your own subassembly, or you have been created your own subassembly or subassembly that didn't have loaded together inside your Civil 3D? So you can just import it in. So to do that, just click on Insert tab here, and you go to this Import Ribbon Contacts, and then you will find this Import Subassembly. Just click on this one, and then here is the Import Subassembly box. So from here, you just need to go to the subassembly file that you want. Okay. So just click on the file there, search file there, and you will find this is the place where the extra subassembly being included to you when you install Civil 3D. So this one is actually not inside your two palettes. This one is the extra one. So if you want to insert in your, okay, if you want to insert it in your Civil 3D, or you want to insert in your project, you're just going to go to import subassembly just now and pick it here. For example, I want to add just now retaining wall. Okay, for example, I want to add retaining wall. Just click on this retaining wall here, and then I click on open. So from here, you will find import to column. Okay, so this is actually the group. Okay, hi, who are just coming in. Thank you for joining me. Okay, So here is actually the group of the two palette itself. So we have baseline just now, a base group, lanes group, shoulder, and so on. So if you want to create a new two palettes, you just click this drop down and you scroll down here, you will find this at the bottom here, the last one, create new palette. So just click this one and then create it your own new palette. So for my case, I already have my new palette here, which is the 2024 new features group, this one. Okay, I'm just going to add the sub-assembly just now for the rock retaining wall inside this 2024 new features two palettes. Okay, and then I just click on OK. So once I click on OK, the retaining wall the sub-assembly will be loaded inside your Civil 3D. So you can add it in your assembly. So this is a method where you add extra or sub-assembly from outside your software. Okay, so for example, I just pick this rock retaining wall, place it here, and maybe for the curb and gutter curb ramp that I just installed, I just loaded before for this side. Okay, just like that. And then I do changes inside the sub-assembly composer. Okay, let me open the sub-assembly composer. So this is Autodesk Sub-Assembly Composer for Civil 3D 2024. So if you cannot find it, it's simple. You just search in your search bar here, Autodesk Sub-Assembly Composer 2024 or your version. Just click on that one so you can do editing here. So I just click on this file and I click on open. Then from here, I open the same sub-assembly that I add just now, which is, for example, the curb one. This one, curb and gutter curb ramp. Okay. And then I click on open. Okay. Hi, who are just coming in. Thank you for joining me. Okay. So from here, let's say I do changes. I go to the input output parameter here. So if this is, you will find the same exact parameter inside your Civil 3D. Okay. For example, I go to the Civil 3D back. I click on this curve. Go to assembly properties. Go to parameter. The value input here will be the same as in the composer. Okay. For example, I change the extension, sub-base extension here to 0.4 and maybe I'll change the depth here to 0.15. Okay, I change it. You can change wherever you want here, target parameters, super elevation, and so on. And then you can also change the packet setting here. Maybe this one, because I just changed the parameter there. Maybe I change it to the version of this one will be 2.0 version, for example. Okay, so next I just click on this file and I click on save. Okay, I just click again, go to file. You need to save it first. Click on save. Then now you toggle back to your Civil 3D project. Just cancel on this one. And then I want to update this retaining wall to version 1.0. So currently, if I go to prospector here, I go to this sub-assembly, I extend this curb and gutter curb ramp. Okay. And I find this one will be 1.0. So I want the latest one, which is I just saved just now 2.0. Okay. And you will find if I just bring my cursor to the name here, root 2024, so it will pop up this detail of your assembly. It will pop up the source path, okay, where your file are located. Okay, you can find here, it say that my source path for the sub-assembly is at program data, Autodesk, C3D, let me write, okay, C3D 2024, ENU, sub-assembly, metric, and so on. Okay, so it will pop up the source path here. And then it will pop up the description if it has the descriptions, and also it will show the version, which is the version before I edit just now, and then the status is okay. So what if I want to change it to the 2.0 that I just saved just now, okay, at the Subassembly Composer? So you just go to the assemblies here, click on this, right click and click on refresh. So once you click on refresh, you will find this warning or like notice, which it's currently are not updated. Okay, so to update it, just click on the Subassembly here, right click and click on update all assemblies. Okay, and then this will pop up, update subassemblies. Yes, just click on OK. And you will find this curb and gutter ramp are now version 2. Okay. So this is how you update and refresh your subassembly if you do editing in your Subassembly Composer. It's easier as that. So what if, let's say I change the path, okay? So as just now you can see the source path is inside the program data and so on. Okay, what if I change the path? I change it in my file. Okay, so I go to this Windows, C, I go to the program data just now, Autodesk, C3D 2024, ENU file, subassemblies. I'm using the metric one. And let's say I delete it or I move it out of this the same subassembly just now. Right click, I cut it and I place it just here. Okay, and I go back to my project. I refresh, you will find this one, which means it cannot find the path for the subassembly. Okay, so this is easy. If you go back to this one or just move it back to the metric folder, then you just click on update or you can click on refresh, so it will change the warning there. So because it's already go back to the previous path. Okay, so that is the first new features that I want to point out, which is the subassembly and deploy management. Okay, the second new features that I want to point out is the Project Explorer enhancements. Okay, for Civil 3D 2024, you will get this Project Explorer Project Explorer install it together with your Civil 3D 2024. So for the previous versions, if you are using 2020, 2021, you will not get the Project Explorer except you are using AEC collection. So if you are just Civil 3D user, you will not get this Project Explorer. But for the Civil 3D 2024, if you are just using the Civil 3D, you not are the AEC collection user, you will get this Project Explorer too. So you don't need, so now all Civil 3D user can use Project Explorer. So this is a benefit. Here you can find new property set tab, and then here that I just mentioned just now, Project Explorer is incorporated into Civil 3D, which means you are not, if you are not AC collection user, you can also use this Project Explorer. So what is what is Project Explorer actually? So it is actually all-in-one hub for managing your Civil 3D project file and data. So wherever item you have in your project data, alignment, corridor, assembly, topo surface, topo point. So everything you have in your project will be listed down in this Project Explorer. Okay, so I will show you the example. So go back to my Civil 3D here. I'm going to use the same project drawing. Okay, to bring out the Project Explorer, there are two methods, which is the first one, you go to Home tab here, and you will find there is Project Explorer. So this is for Civil 3D 2024. So you will have your Project Explorer here. So let's say you don't want to go to Home tab and then click on this Project Explorer. You can just click on the item you want, right click, and go here to this Project Explorer. It will be the same command as you go to Home and go click on the Project Explorer. Okay. What is so special about this Project Explorer is you didn't have to close on it if you want to do your work in your workspace. You can see here. So usually if you open the extra tab or sub box in Civil 3D, for example, you open the box for creating the group just now. So you cannot play around with your project. So, but if you open the Project Explorer, you can still play around with your project here. You can see. Okay. So just now in the benefit there, you can find their new properties set tab. Okay. If you are a Project Explorer user, you will notice this tab here. Okay, the new one. So before this, we didn't have this property set definitions tab. So now for 2024, we have this property set definition tab inside the Project Explorer. So this one, these property set definitions are being used to creating a group of any item inside your a project to create a report or anything, or you want to list down what how many alignment you have in your project, how many corridors and so on, you can use this property set. But before that, you need to create the property set, which is you need to go to Manage tab here, and then you go to this Define Property Set. Okay, this one. And here, you can create a new property set under this document project for assembly one. Okay, so let's say I create a new one, new property set. I rename it as alignment. Okay, and for the object that apply to this property set is alignment. Okay, it's obviously alignment. Okay, so all alignment related item I will tick. Okay, I will select it. Alignment, every alignment here. Right, so until there, and then just click on apply, click on OK. So now I go back to my Project Explorer box there. Sorry, you will find there's new property set for alignment. Okay. So what is this is just you creating the property set. You didn't create what item inside your property set yet. So to apply in your project, so you need to click on the alignment inside your project. Okay, you can see I just click on this alignment and click on this one and right click. Sorry, not right click. I go here to this property set reference. Sorry. This one, okay, and then you go here to this add property set reference, okay, like a star icon there. You click on this one, and then it will add it for you. Okay, so make sure you select first in your viewport here, and then it will add it. If you just click on this add property set reference. Okay, so let's say you cannot find your alignment, so you want to create alignment property set. But if let's say you already created your corridor here and then you cannot select the alignment here, you can just go here to this alignment inside your project browser. You click on the first street, for example, right click, and you click on this select in AutoCAD viewport. So it will select it for you just now. You can see? Okay, so this one is easier. If you have like pack you pack drawing, you have like a pack drawing, large drawing, and then you cannot find your item. This is why Project Explorer is being used for. Okay, so for example, this one is just a simple drawing. If you have like really large drawing, or you have like really complicated drawing, you cannot find your item, you can just go here to your Project Explorer, right click it and show in your viewport, and then you can find it easily. Okay, so for example, I just create the property set. I want to create the report for this property set. So you go to this object set beside the properties definition just now, and then you click on this one, new object set. Okay, then this one will be alignment. Okay, inside the project set box, I rename this object set as alignment, and then the object set action will be PDF file. So every after I run this object set, it will run as a PDF file, okay, for my report. And then you can change the output path where you want to save your PDF, okay. So I just click on this spot with 3 dots, and I want to save it my desktop, and then just click on OK. So now you're just creating the object set. You didn't have the object yet. So to add the object, you go to object, type down here, you click on this add object set. Okay, the plus button here, click on this one, and now I want to add my property set just now that I created for alignment. So I go to this one, the last tab here, property set definition tab, and I just click on this alignment and click on OK. So you can see it automatically selected the property set for me because I just created the property set definition just now. So now I can click on this run all action. Okay, click on this one, and I click on yes to open my file. So you'll find this is the table or the report being generated or being extracted from my civil 3 just now. Okay, so the property set is alignment, and then the object is center line alignment, object name, and so on. It will list down, it will detail that. Okay, so that one for the sorry, okay, so that one is for the Project Explorer. So next one is I want to share to you the features, the new features that I think is pretty exciting to know, which is the corridor transitions. Okay, so what's new about corridor transition? What is corridor transitions? It's actually you can create it, or you want to widen your corridor, you just use this corridor transition. So before that, if you want to make your corridor wide, you want to change the width of your corridor, you need to go to the target, you set the profile and so on. So just using the corridor transition, you can add where you want to make your corridor wider, where is the region, from what station to what station, what is the value of your widened area. You can insert it using the corridor transition. So you can see here is the benefit. Okay, it supports for locking the length of transition to allow easy movement of the transition along the baseline. It also supports the rearranging transition in the list to specify the order in which transition are processed, and also support panning and zooming to transition from within the dialog box, adding support for creating transition by selecting the NET class name, and last one, it's API for creating the transitions. Okay, so I will show you how you create the corridor transition for Civil 3D 2024. So go back to my Civil 3D here. Maybe I just click on this. I just minimize on this Project Explorer. Okay, I close on these two palette first. So I want to create the corridor. Okay, for example, maybe I go back to home and adding the new assembly here. Maybe this one, just a quick one. I want to create a corridor. Okay, so you need to create a corridor first. Okay, just click on corridor, go to corridor tab here. Okay, I want to rename this corridor as road 2024 new, for example. Okay, the alignment will be the first lane, which is this first street, which is this alignment. Profile will be the finish profile. Assembly will be the primary road full section. And then the target surface will be EG surface. Click on OK. Click on apply, rebuild corridor, and OK. So now I got my corridor there. So I want to do the transition. Maybe I want to widen the corridor for this area, for example, or for station 400 to station 300, okay? So I just click on the corridor. If you click on the corridor, you will find this new button, Edit Corridor Transition. Okay, this is the new button. Click on this one, and then the panorama for the corridor transition will pop up here. And the first thing you need to do is you need to select the assembly or sub-assembly you want to make it change. For example, I want to change the width for the lane here, which is the lane super elevation AOR left. Okay, click on this one. And then after that, you can select the parameter you want to change. Okay, you can also change the depth, change the base pavement depth, and so on. So for me, I just want to use this width because it's easier for me to show you the example. And then after you click the parameter you want to change, you need to select the first station. Okay, the first station you want to start your transition. Okay, for me, maybe I start at 200, station 200, enter. And after you insert the first station, you need to insert the start value, which is the value of the width, the new width or the widened width that you want in your Civil 3D, in your corridor. Okay, maybe just 10 meter, enter. And then after you enter, you need to enter the second or the end station for the transition. So maybe from station 200 to station 400, enter, okay. And then you need to add the value, the end value for the end station too. Same, 10 meter, enter. So after you click on enter, you'll find this, enter the transition type. You can use any transition type here, okay, according to your specification. So I'm just going to use the first one, linear. And then after you click on that one, you will find that you can create another transition. So this one, this means that you already created one transition region here. Okay. So you can see that you just created transition. It didn't widen your corridor yet. That is because you didn't click on apply yet. So to click on apply, it's okay, just escape and then click on apply in this panorama. And you will find it will widen your corridor there. So anyways, so after you click on apply, you will find your corridor widened. So from here, you still can change any setting for this transition group. Okay, for example, you want to change the start station here. Maybe you want to start it at the station 150. So you will change the first station here. And then maybe you want to change the start value for 25 meter. So just click on apply again. So it will change it automatically. So okay, it didn't have to be exact value. It's up to your requirement. Maybe the widen value for your corridor for start value are bigger than the end value. You can always enter the value on your own spec. Okay. So for this transition, you can lock on this setting. Okay. So for example, I want to lock it. You can find here, if I go to this subassembly at this panorama, I just bring my cursor here, you will find that is a lock item there. Okay. So just click on this lock. Okay. And if I change the start station for like 50, okay, so it will move all the set of transition will move. But just now, if I just if I unlock it and then I change the start station, it will just change the start station item here, okay, for the transition. But after I lock on it and then I change the start station, it will change the settings together with it. Okay. And then if I click on apply, it will change the region, the space there. Okay. So if I unlock on it, I show you again, if I unlock on this transition and then I change the start station to 200, I enter, so it will only change the start station there. And if I click on apply, so it will change only for this region. Okay, so let's say if you zoom out like this, you extend zoom, and then you want to zoom in, you can also just zoom in from this transition list. Okay, for example, if you have like many transition here, okay, you want to zoom in one by one, is take your time. So maybe I just want to especially go to this transition. So I just right click on this one, and then I go to this zoom tool. Okay, I just click on this zoom tool, so it will zoom in for me automatically to the region that I just changed the size of corridor just now. Okay, and to zoom to. Okay, so this is the features that you can, the new features in Civil 3D that you can explore. Okay, actually have more, but what I want to point out is today is this three, which is the subassembly, okay, subassembly deployment management, project explorer, and also the corridor transition. All right, so if there are any question you want to ask me? Okay, so before I end my lesson today, I would like to share with you our website. Okay, so you go to any browser, you go to arcsystem.com. So this is our website. So here you can find the product that we provided. And also if you scroll down, you can find this promotion for this month. And then you scroll down here. Here is the next Fiona lesson that you want to join. For example, you want to join this free-form rebar in Revit. So this is actually the new features too. Okay, free-form rebar. So you want to go, you want to join this Fiona lesson, you just click on going here, and then you insert your information. So we will email you the Zoom link and also the date and also the time for the Fiona lesson. So let's say you want to rewatch today's lessons, you can go to our YouTube channel here. And then from here, you can go to videos, and then don't forget to subscribe us, okay? So later on, you didn't miss out our latest video. Okay, here you can find the previous Fiona lesson that already be uploaded. Okay, you can explore it here. So that's all for today's lesson. Thank you for joining me. If there are any questions you want to ask before I end my class, end my lesson. Okay, thank you for joining me today. Thank you, everyone. See you on our next lesson. Take care. Bye-bye.